Have you ever experienced a deep emptiness that no amount of likes, comments, or shares can fill? A hollow ache beneath the surface of your endless scrolling? That constant pull to connect, yet a simultaneous feeling of being utterly disconnected and alone? This isn't just a symptom of modern technology. It's a spiritual crisis Carl Jung foresaw decades ago, long before smartphones and social media existed. Jung, a pioneering psychologist who explored the hidden depths of the human mind, spoke of a fundamental fragmentation within us all. He described the modern human as divided, torn between the true self and the facade we present to the world. This division is not superficial. It cuts deep into the soul. It is this rift, this alienation from our inner reality, that seeds the misery so many feel today. Social media, in its essence, is the perfect breeding ground for this fragmentation. It encourages the creation of personas, carefully curated masks designed to attract approval and admiration. But Jung warned that when we live only through our personas, we lose touch with our authentic selves. The more we conform to external expectations and crafted images, the more the soul withers beneath the surface. This relentless display and comparison foster a dangerous cycle. Every notification can trigger a rush of validation, but it's fleeting, and soon replaced by craving for the next hit. The dopamine-driven feedback loop enslaves the mind, distracting it from the deeper work of self-reflection and healing. Jung believed that true wholeness comes from integration, from embracing both light and shadow, not from the shallow spotlight of external approval. The divided man, Jung described, suffers because he has abandoned the internal world, the rich landscape of dreams, intuition, and inner truth. In place of that, he lives on the shallow surface of appearances, constantly seeking to be seen but never truly known. This creates an invisible wound, an emptiness that grows quietly, yet relentlessly, within the heart. Modern social media magnifies this wound by presenting endless images of perfection, success, and happiness, often carefully edited or entirely fabricated. It invites comparison that crushes self-esteem and feeds the shadow. The unconscious, darker side of the psyche Jung emphasized must be acknowledged and integrated. Ignoring this shadow only lets it grow stronger, driving feelings of envy, inadequacy, and despair. Jung's warnings echo loudly today. When you live only for the approval of others, you sacrifice your soul's vitality. The misery you feel isn't a personal failure, but a symptom of a collective spiritual crisis. You are not alone in this battle. Now, before we go further, I want you to pause and ask yourself, have you felt your peace stolen by this endless noise? Do you sometimes feel more disconnected in the crowd than alone? If so, write your experience in the comments below. Your voice matters here, and sharing is the first step toward reclaiming your inner truth. If you're ready to explore Carl Jung's profound insights and learn how to heal this fragmentation, subscribe to the channel. Here, we uncover what society hides, the truth that reconnect you to your soul. Understanding this invisible struggle is the first step toward freedom. Carl Jung showed us that without this awareness, we become lost, trapped in illusions crafted by others. Social media may have created the mask, but it's up to you to look beneath it, to find the fractured pieces of your true self and begin to heal. Your soul longs for wholeness, for integration, a harmony of shadow and light. The journey is difficult, but it is the only path to genuine happiness and meaning. So, take this moment seriously. The misery you feel is not a glitch or a weakness. It is a call to awaken, to confront the parts of yourself hidden behind the screen. And it is a call Carl Jung warned us about long ago, a warning that is more urgent today than ever before. Before we move forward, I want you to pause and reflect. Have you ever felt that the modern world is stealing your peace? That constant buzz of notifications, likes, and endless scrolling, does it make you feel more alone than connected? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you experience this silent struggle. And if you want to uncover more truths from Carl Jung that the world doesn't want you to know, Make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our journey into the hidden depths of the human soul. As we dive deeper into the warnings Carl Jung gave about the fragmentation of the soul, we must understand the invisible forces that perpetuate this misery. Jung spoke extensively about the tension between the individual and the collective, a tension that has only intensified in today's hyper-connected world. The collective unconscious, a concept Jung introduced, is a powerful unseen force that influences our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. It is the shared reservoir of archetypes, symbols, and myths that bind humanity together. But within this collective lies a hidden danger, the loss of individuality. Jung warned that the greatest threat to the human spirit is to be swallowed by the masses, to lose the hard-won uniqueness that defines us. Social media, with its endless streams of curated lives and popular trends, acts as a modern echo chamber of the collective unconscious. It seduces us to conform, to mimic, and to abandon our authentic selves in favor of social acceptance. Every share, every trending hashtag pulls us further away from individuation, the process Jung described as the journey to become whole. The algorithms behind these platforms do not merely respond to your behavior, they shape it. They feed you what you want to see, creating a feedback loop that reinforces existing beliefs, biases, and emotional patterns. This invisible hand guides millions into a state of psychological conformity, a collective hypnosis, where critical thinking and self-awareness are drowned out by viral distractions. Within this system, your persona, the mask you wear to interact with the world, becomes the dominant identity. Yet Jung reminded us that the persona is only a facade, a role we play, not our true self. When this mask becomes the only version of ourselves we live by, the soul becomes fractured. The deeper self retreats into shadows, neglected and ignored. The more we lose touch with our inner reality, the more vulnerable we become to anxiety, depression, and existential despair. The very design of social media fosters this vulnerability. The endless scroll is a digital abyss, pulling your attention away from meaningful engagement with yourself and the world. You find yourself trapped in a loop of superficial interactions, desperately searching for connection that never truly satisfies. This modern addiction to external validation keeps the soul distracted and disoriented. Jung believed that reclaiming the self requires breaking free from this hypnotic collective pull. It means stepping back from the screen, silencing the noise, and turning inward. Only by confronting the fractured parts of our psyche can we begin to heal and integrate them into a unified whole. This is the path to individuation, a difficult journey, but the only way to true freedom. Think for a moment. How often do you find yourself lost in the endless feed, comparing your life to the polished images of others? Have you noticed how this affects your mood, your sense of self-worth? If you recognize this pattern, share your experience in the comments. Your story could be the spark that awakens someone else. If you're ready to explore this journey deeper, subscribe to the channel and join us as we unravel more of Jung's timeless wisdom. The path to wholeness starts with awareness, and awareness begins with you. Take a moment to reflect. How often do you find yourself lost in the endless scroll, comparing your life to the polished images you see? Has this affected your mood or self-worth? Share your thoughts below. Your experience might be the wake-up call someone else needs. And if you want to continue exploring Carl Jung's profound insights into the human psyche and reclaim your true self, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with us. To truly grasp the psychological toll social media exerts, we must explore one of Carl Jung's most profound concepts, the shadow. The shadow represents the unconscious part of the psyche, those aspects of ourselves we deny, hide, or fail to acknowledge. Jung emphasized that ignoring the shadow does not make it disappear. Instead, it festers, influencing behavior and emotions in destructive ways. In today's digital age, social media acts as an amplifier of the shadow, turning our hidden fears, envies, and insecurities into silent tormentors. When you scroll through endless posts of perfection and success, it ignites your shadow in subtle yet powerful ways. You may feel jealousy disguised as admiration, frustration disguised as motivation, or loneliness masked by superficial connections. These are not mere coincidences. They are manifestations of an unconscious struggle with parts of yourself you have yet to face. Jung warned that the shadow grows stronger the more we deny it. Social media provides fertile ground for this denial. It offers endless distractions, curated realities, and a constant flood of stimuli that keep you from turning inward. The algorithm feeds on your engagement, encouraging you to stay immersed in a cycle of emotional highs and lows. Every like, every comment, every share fuels this pattern, making you complicit in your own psychological fragmentation. Moreover, social media fosters what Jung called the collective shadow. This is the dark side of humanity expressed through mass behavior, anger, hatred, tribalism, and cruelty. Online platforms often become breeding grounds for these forces, amplifying collective fear and division. The anonymity behind screens gives license to express the worst parts of the human psyche without accountability. Jung's warnings about the unconscious shadow now apply not only individually, but collectively. This external chaos triggers internal chaos. The boundary between self and society blurs, leaving you vulnerable to emotional contagion. The shadow manifests as anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of emptiness. It whispers lies, that you are not enough, that your true self is flawed beyond repair, that happiness lies only in external validation. These shadows trap you in cycles of self-sabotage and despair. Yet Jung taught that the shadow is not the enemy. It is a vital part of the psyche that demands recognition and integration. To heal, you must confront your shadow honestly. This means facing uncomfortable truths about yourself, acknowledging fears and insecurities, and embracing the parts you have rejected. Without this integration, the shadow controls you from the depths, sabotaging your quest for wholeness. The journey to integration is daunting, especially when society and social media constantly pull you outward, but it is the only way to reclaim your autonomy and peace. Jung's process of individuation, the coming together of all parts of the self, requires courage to face the shadow and dismantle the masks that social media encourages you to wear. Ask yourself, how often do you react emotionally to posts or comments online? Are these reactions truly yours or echoes of the shadow you have yet to face? Reflect on how the digital world stirs emotions you prefer to ignore. If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. Vulnerability is the first step toward healing. To walk this path, you need more than awareness. You need guidance rooted in Jung's timeless wisdom. Subscribe to this channel to join a community dedicated to exploring the depths of the psyche and breaking free from the chains of external illusion. Remember, the shadow holds the key to your freedom. Denying it only strengthens its grip. Embrace the darkness within, and you will begin to find the light that social media has long obscured. Take a moment to ask yourself, how often do you find your emotions stirred by what you see online? Are these feelings truly yours or shadows you haven't yet faced? If this strikes a chord, share your story in the comments below. Opening up is the first step toward healing. And if you want to continue uncovering Carl Jung's guidance to reclaim your true self, make sure to subscribe and stay with us on this journey. After confronting the shadows and understanding the forces tearing your soul apart, Carl Jung offers a path, a way to heal the fragmentation caused by modern life and social media's grip. He called this journey individuation, the process of becoming whole, of integrating every part of yourself into a unified being. This is not an easy road. It requires courage to face uncomfortable truths and a commitment to inner work that many avoid. Individuation begins when you stop running from yourself, when you cease seeking endless validation outside and start listening to the quiet voice within. Jung believed the soul longs not for distraction, but for meaning, a connection to something deeper than likes or followers. The true self waits beneath the layers of masks and social conditioning, ready to emerge when you dare to look inward. In this age of social media saturation, individuation is a radical act of rebellion. It means stepping away from the screen, turning off the noise, and confronting the parts of your psyche that you have hidden or denied. It means embracing your shadow as a source of strength, not shame, and reclaiming your authenticity. Jung warned that without this integration, the soul remains fractured, vulnerable to the endless pull of external validation and distraction. The superficial connections offered by social media can never replace the profound connection to your inner world. The emptiness you feel is not a flaw but a signal, a call to awaken and reclaim your life from the illusions of the digital realm. The path to wholeness is not found in escaping the world, but in engaging with it from a place of grounded self-awareness. It means cultivating silence, solitude, and reflection, practices that nurture the soul's deepest needs. Jung believed that only by embracing the entirety of your being, light and shadow, can you find true peace. So the question remains, will you answer Jung's call? Will you dare to journey inward, facing the darkness to discover your true light? The price of ignoring this call is high, a life lived fragmented, restless, and hollow. But the reward is freedom. Freedom from the chains of external approval. Freedom to be fully and authentically yourself. If you feel ready to begin this transformative journey, know that you are not alone. This channel is here to guide you through the wisdom of Carl Jung, helping you reclaim your soul in a world designed to distract and divide. Take a moment now to breathe deeply. Reflect on what you have heard. And if you are prepared to break free from the misery social media has sown in your spirit, subscribe to this channel. Together we will explore the hidden depths of the psyche and light the path to wholeness. Remember, Carl Jung warned us long ago, the soul that ignores its own darkness is doomed to suffer in silence. But the soul that faces its shadow with courage can become whole, truly whole, at last. If you're ready to break free from the chains of external validation and begin your journey toward true wholeness, make sure to subscribe and join our community. Together we'll explore Carl Jung's wisdom and uncover the hidden parts of your soul that the world tries to keep silent. Don't let your spirit suffer in silence. Take the first step today and watch the next video to continue this transformative path.